Damn it, Honglu. Okay. Whatever. Ah. See? You're already looking much better with those animal parts removed. You're serious about founding your own movement? I already answered that. But you'll need time. Under the father's wing, at least you can fully cultivate your movement, perhaps. I don't suppose words have any meaning now. Dustin raised her giant arm as though to strike us in her final act of defiance, then slammed it down on the door we entered through instead. All I can do is buy time for... Mid-sentence, the Dustin suddenly went limp. A marionette whose strings were cut. Yet. And here I thought at least her last words were going.
Ah, thus we are made foes with yet another finger, the ring. Let's not doom and gloom already, fellas. We beat an officer of the fingers all on our own for the first time, didn't we? I see this as a pretty definite win.
All on your own, huh? Come on, bro, I was fighting my ass off out here. Gregor has a point. The outcome of this battle would not have changed by a significant margin, even if you had not been here. This is more like it. We won't have to freak out over a mere BB anymore, as long as we're with luck. Ha! Don't start congratulating yourselves for achieving the bare minimum. Those who celebrate over so small an occasion don't deserve to stand beside the executive manager.
Well, I guess this isn't as impressive at all to people who used to be so much stronger, like Otis or Don Quixote.
Really, speak not such folly, for the joy of my compatriots is mine own.
Have you any inkling as to why she might have, in her final moments, elected to demolish the door?
Right? It's not like we have a shortage of doors here. Are we really debating the logical thought process of someone who was 2 seconds away from dropping dead? Come on, let's get out of here so we can bring everyone else up to date. Didn't I just leave this room? Ishmael walked out through the door we entered through and appeared from behind us. Oh shit, where'd the exit go? Don't tell me the exit changes every time someone walks through it. No, can't be that easy. Fresh air inside. Travel. To know delineations of... This is what she meant.
The back door through which we traverse is a passage to the corridor of the one called the Index Nursefather. Cross the broken door we might, however, it avails us but a brief jaunt to the Pinky Nursefather's azure corridor, for it returns us to this room.
Room is now locked in a loop without a starting point. Won't matter what door we open. Is there anything we can do? A rescue team will arrive in time. As this location adheres to the regular flow of time, like a warp train, it will be approximately between a week or from the... Well, good thing Rhodia has all those cookies and sweets in her coat right now, right? That's pretty long. Oh, good night. Well, the first problem we're going to have to deal with is food. As far as I'm aware, we should be good to go for at least 3 days, thanks to Rhodia, so let's... Smile, bro! It's crazy! I didn't bring any snacks. It's not like we were about to walk into one of those Elport branches or a dungeon, so... Yeah, makes sense. Looks like we're gonna have to give this room a thorough search, then. No need. If there's no exit, we cut open our own. Aww!
What about the part where it cuts into your memories, too? Deal with that yet?
No, disordered. It still cleaves my memories with every slash. Don't know what memory it'll slice away this time, but it'll be something recent or one I hold dear.
Oi, wait, don't be so bloody rash about it.
Other than me, no one but Heathcliff still remembers the person he holds in the loving depths of his heart. Ever since the day of the Sepia Tempest, memory took on a special, precious meaning. Heathcliff suddenly reached out and grabbed Ryoshu's arm. Though Ryoshu and Heathcliff's circumstances were undoubtedly different from each other, it was clear that Ryoshu's reckless attitude towards sacrificing her own memories triggered a sort of anxiety in Heathcliff. What?
Didn't you hear? Them nerds will be here in a week or two to get us out. Why don't we just keep that sword nicely in that scabbard and wait it out?
The radio. Oh, the radio doesn't seem to work.
What if we went up to the rooftop and entered one of those doors up there? There are thousands of them.
Out of the question. By doing so, we will be putting ourselves at a greater risk. That of casting ourselves into the endless maze that is the corridor. Okay, but we're dead meat if that brick of a wall maestro wanders right into this room. That wolf lady's last words? Man, I'm seeing them flags. It's a hella risky move, yeah, but I think Yoshihide and her OP sword is our best bet.
Right, but what if we got lucky and they find us in a day or two?
We're freaking out. See? It will only be forgotten, not lost. Well, good memories don't tend to last very long. It's been a fun excursion, Clock. I looked toward the scabbard, expecting it to rattle violently as it did earlier, but it remains still. The white blade soon reveals itself and cuts it across the wall where the door used to be. Naturally, the Arayashiki blade cleaves through the wall, so does it Ryoshu's mouth. We were really getting somewhere. No. But it's okay. We'll try again, so. Saying no resentment, no hatred, but a few words of consent. Don't feel too bad. As her voice faded into the gentle dark with Ryoshu's memories. Oh.
See, now if you go through all the nodes, you'll see that the thread's been getting more weaved in with the red thread of Ryoshu, and you see at this node it stops being that way.
Why do you have to break my heart by pointing out the symbolism? You could have let me figure this out later when I was going to look for video essay stuff. Ah!
Cause you see why Heathcliff was the GOAT.
Heathcliff has always been the GOAT. They're all the GOAT, okay? They're in this journey together because the whole point of putting together characters that have nothing in common in the beginning is because they find out through going through their backstories that they do have things in common and they can learn from each other.
Yeah, but Heathcliff's is the only sinner that physically goes out and gets in the way of to help other sinners.
That's the kind of person that he is. Okay?
He's kind of the GOAT like that.
That's because he has nothing left.
Ishmael would be dead without him.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You think Sinclair was gonna run over there?
No. Sinclair was gonna get eaten by something on the side.
Ah, welcome back.
Question. What exactly was the point of verifying every backdoor within the House of Spiders?
Oh, Hohenheim didn't fill you in? Any information regarding these doors holds an enormous value for us, not to mention the higher-ups requesting us to reorganize the House of Spiders into a base of operations as soon as possible, even if we had to rush our work a little. Only speculating here, but I'm quite convinced that they're preparing for a conflict of sorts. These little pockets of absolute safety are extremely valuable during these operations, as you already know. Wait, stop right there. What conflict? What operation? Are you saying that your bosses are preparing for a war or something?
Is the second smoke war over the fall of W Corp? No.
Or, you know, just possibly opens a rift to a dimension with tons of monsters coming out.
But we know the second
Wayward
smoke war is
passenger.
coming.
I mean, Sinclair looked a lot older.
Maybe he finally hit his late growth spurt. I don't fucking...
I don't know. I think we got a few more years for that.
I don't know, man. I joked
5.
I joked with y'all
Yeah.
that the city was gonna get destroyed, and I keep seeing many signs that the city's gonna implode, man. I don't know.
Second Smoke War is like Canto 15 stuff.
Canto 15. We're
Yeah,
on
that'll be
9.
like
We're
5 years.
literally going to. At the rate that
Yeah.
at the rate that
That's-
things
that's
are going
like,
now, I think we might see like shit. We might see Canto 11 this year, like the end of the year, but we might see it. I don't know.
Maybe December. Yeah, we'll see. Might be more January or February again.
Yeah. Shit. I just feel like there isn't enough alarm in his voice considering what he's saying. Prepping for what? Not even trying to hide it anymore, huh?
Did I say something wrong? Must you ask to know? I thought everyone already knew. I mean, it's an open secret at this point. L Corp has already fallen. W Corp is teetering on the brink of collapse. You call us the aspirant W Corp, we call Limbus Company the aspirant L Corp, meaning we have a shared goal.
Yeah, dude, I think this is second smoke war. You know who's gonna fucking start it? Diaz. Anyway.
Nah, War of the Wing, you know, isn't that big of a deal.
Huh? It's a huge deal.
So the Smoke War was very big because the previous L Corp actually had a very big deal in the city. Being, you know, the whole city used to be covered in smoke because it was more smoke-powered shit, and L Corp came in with a clean solution, and that's how it was like a huge war. Is because they were also still up and running, and like we fought a up and running wing. Whereas like, yeah, there will be fights across the city, but like maybe just like at W Corp train stations. Like W Corp itself isn't a very big organization, and we don't know if our corp would actually help another wing fight another wing. I don't know if their contracts go that far. Because we know they won't fight the head, but I don't know if they will fight another wing.
I mean, they don't really have energy right now to do that, though, I feel like. L Corp
I mean, true, yeah, without L Corp, they're low on energy. W Corp, yeah, is... T Corp is more on our side than W Corp side, since W Corp is making them lose money, and we're helping out, and you know, Hubert's kind of chill with us. So, like, W Corp, like, the kind of the quadfecta was T Corp, W Corp, L Corp, and R Corp.
I see.
And, you know, without L Corp being the energy supplier for the three, the W Corp, you know, kind of cooked.
Really go to Yai because you can't finish your thought.
Because, like, the old T Corp was, like, just the tattoos that the middle uses.
I see.
So, and, you know, we didn't hear about some big old tattoo war going on.
I mean, we just might not know about it. The city's fucking huge.
I mean, the Smoke War was huge. It's got tons of veterans, and then T Corp was apparently the same.
I don't know, man. Alright, well...
It's like Nemo probably has some lore that, you know, you can probably go read back on, you know, Mr. iPad face guy.
I don't want to fucking reinstall Ruina and start reading shit. Oh my... Dude, you know what? Actually, no. You know what's crazy? Is after uninstalling Ruina and then reinstalling it, like, as a joke for my subathon, like, a while ago, I then discovered what the fuck the credenza was for. And Windows was like, yeah, it's a library. What the fuck did you think was in it? Not books? I actually lost my shit, bro. I can't.
For real. But unlike the dead and gone L Corp, the current W Corp's still kicking despite its rapid decline in recent years. And as we all know, companies in the city aren't worth much unless they've got the military force to back them, right? It's only natural that a business conflict would lead to a physical one as well. This is just a mere team leader speaking, though. Who knows what the higher-ups in our companies are thinking. Either way, much fruitful collaboration was had today. This will reflect pretty well in our performance metrics, and we didn't even suffer that many losses. I can safely say that you should expect a positive review from us regarding this collaboration.
After saying our farewells to Alan, we returned forward base and shared with Hohenheim everything that's happened so far. Hohenheim and Faust both did not seem willing to discuss the subject of the looming conflict, so we instead decided to have Ryoshu's memories and sword re-examined.
Oi, Hohenheim, results out yet? Not yet, Assistant. I clearly remember telling you 3 minutes ago that it would take about 20 more minutes. Have you forgotten already?
Talks too much. Ryoshu sounded irritated as she scolded Heathcliff, but I could sense a definite undercurrent of anxiety from the way she kept puffing her cigarette to a stub at increasingly shorter intervals.
Damn, Ryoshu, normally you take 4 minutes. Come on, girl. What the?
This room might be more smoke than oxygen at this point. Mind slowing down a tad? You're practically fumigating the room with cigarette smoke.
Then speed up, glasses. Gonna bounce as soon as I hear the results.
Both of you need to learn to respect that things take time. Yes, time is indeed relative, but the fact that I have managed to complete an in-depth analysis of an item such mysterious in a single day is an incredibly fast turnaround and therefore deserves your appreciation. I have been attempting to rein in the more self-indulgent part of myself as of late, but I believe this achievement deserves to be elaborated upon. It is an evident truth that such a result could not have been replicatable had it not been for my genius brain. Go out to the hallways and grab any passing researcher and tell them about my incredible turnaround time, and you will hear them say, "Whoa, done already?" And to that I will answer...
Alright, so I know we've like memed that you're like Hong Lu or Mersul. I think you're Hohenheim.
God King. I'm just the God King. I'm kind of the greatest, you know? It'd be like that.
Because you have a massive fucking inflated ego!
I could manifest 7 Shin. Or 7 Mang, my bad.
Bro, you can't even say the right one!
Wow. Everyone's got Shin nowadays.
STFU. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm deceased, bro. That time was crazy. Evidently tired of the two sinners alternating turns, hounding him for results, Hohenheim seemed to speed up the analysis and managed to hit the finish line much earlier than 20 minutes.
Whoa, done already?
Oh my... Dude, I love the writers, bro.
Yes, there are times when the test results are extracted earlier than the precedented time frame. Many of those instances are easily attributed to my genius at work.
Then why aren't you saying anything? Give me the tiara, now.
You did tell me to shut the fuck up, so I am attempting to observe the exact merits of doing precisely that.
Ugh. Ha! You think Yoshihide would ever use known acronyms straight? What if it's something like, sheesh, that's a full day. Unwind after work, though?
And your verdict on her interpretation?
That is exactly what I meant. Oh wait, that is exactly what I meant. She's better at MTO in some ways.
How she lies as she breathes. She is trolling him, bro.
At that moment, I might have caught a glimpse of the scabbard rattling slightly atop the examination device. Almost as though it were giggling.
Very well, then I'll get right into it. First, the memory of the time she was complimented for her cooking has been erased.
Huh? That's it?
Hardly. Second, a name has been erased from her memory. Do you recall the name of the man who works with Manager Sod?
Effie?
I would have asked in the past tense had it been him whom I was referring to. Glad Miss Sod wasn't here for that.
That kid, right? I don't remember.
I like how that writing is so clever, because that would lead you to believe that they're talking about Effie. And the complete... Dude, I love this... Okay, sorry. I'm gonna stop glazing.
She forgot Pilot's name?
Among the other miscellaneous deleted memories are 172 hours of Don Quixote's tales of adventures and the types of food she fed to his seagull.
Be upon it! Dost thou say that the memories most precious to young Ryoshu and me have been thrown into utter destruction? Look, Donkey, I'm not trying to be mean here, but...
That seems pretty acceptable, doesn't it? For the price of unsheathing a sword like that? If we're going by sheer volume, I wouldn't quite say its mileage is acceptable. It erased several days' worth of memories just for a single swing, didn't it? I mean, yeah, but they sound kind of inconsequential memories, don't they? Friggin' Heath forgot stuff all the time, and this is how is this any different?
The seemingly inconsequential nature of these particular memories weren't achieved by sheer luck. In fact, it seems to have been impacted by the scabbard of the Araya Shiki, or to be more precise, the power of Araya's ego.
That's so? Ryoshu looked down at the scabbard with an uncertain, hollow look in her eyes. All that remains of Araya in Ryoshu's recollection is a blank space where the fragments of her existence used to be, severed and removed again.
While it takes a rather significant amount of time, the scabbard seems to be, yes, capable of selecting which of Sinner Ryoshu's memories are to be erased at the cost of using Araya Shiki.
Sounds like it should be. Ryoshu regards the scabbard with a conflicted look, as though to approximate the outlines of the void she left behind. Ooh, so it's got like a cooldown timer. She can use it whenever, as long as she gives it time to select the trivial memories.
I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss them as trivial. The memory of the time when you were complimented for your cooking, it was quite a precious memory, wasn't it?
We've performed an inverse calculation of the relevant.
Yes, according to our measurements, the sword seems to factor in the weight of each memory when calculating the cost of wielding it. It's become rather clear that it takes more than light memories to properly wield it. So have her memories been restored?
As presumed, attempts to recall the erased being's existence have resulted in...
That is quite discouraging.
But not all is lost. Simply by knowing that something used to be in that negative space, many things can still be reminisced. Like Ryoshu said, forgotten but not lost. Fuck. You've just stepped foot into the world. Angry at.
Dude, no, why is she smiling like that? Gremlin. Absolute gremlin.
She flashes the briefest of smiles, then scatters it away with a plume of cigarette smoke. Collecting the GB will restore it. But used to. Pockets of void in my heart. Ryoshu's embraced the invisible, the unperceivable. A few more days passed by. We didn't spend those days idling. We visited Sod and Pilot and Recovery. Did a few odd jobs here and there, like helping suppress a distortion containment breach caused by a new LCE hire. But with all the loose threads tied up, we managed to finally, after so long, kind of feels like we're home again. Return to the bus. Haha! Bus, sweet bus. The chair could use a little more cushioning, but there isn't anything like it out there. Damn, this is your ride? Hella badass.
Wait, you're coming with us?
Between the two individuals who were looking rather pleased at Kira's astonishment, Hohenheim squeezed through to warn us about some things to watch out for.
I asked Team Leader Alan to set the coordinates somewhere as close as possible to the nest. Keep driving through the door, and it will bring you right to an empty spot on the highway. Don't hesitate or hit the brakes, because if by any chance there is a car driving behind you, we will crash into the bus.
That's...
So, what are you two doing here on the bus? Decided to join the better team, did you? I must admit to a certain degree of interest in hearing of your exploits, but to accompany you through them is an entirely different matter, isn't it? I'm only here to adjust your coordinates. Speaking of which, just how did you manage to escape your confinement?
I told them I had some stuff to help you with. They let me out after making me scribble over some docs. Solitary confinement's hella boring, so I thought I might get some fresh air. Might as well say goodbye to you while I'm out and about, right?
I see. You exploited the fact that the new hires don't have any grudges against you. I thought I told them to impress upon the new hires that prisoners are to be treated as exceptions to the... right. The person in charge of that training is currently checked into the long-term recovery ward. More problems stemming from the shortage of manpower. I'd best include this in the report.
Sounds like they're both here to see us go.
Well then, time for a valediction, I suppose. Perhaps I've grown far too used to seeing your faces. Saying goodbye doesn't come out as easily as I expected it to. Another day of reunion must await in the future.
I would appreciate it if such a reunion had such a low probability of occurring.
While I am not very partial to mathematical statistics like the probability theory, I hope your prediction is dead right. Well then.
Hey, Yoshihide. I wouldn't say we're family exactly, but listen, there's a lot of stuff I want to say to you and a lot of stuff I want to hear from you, okay? So, SYL. Did I do that right? Acronymize it? Call me Ryoshu, not Yoshihide. For the echoes of that. After a round of goodbyes, the two disembarked to the bus, and no sooner had the machinery clicked into place than the bus's wheels finally began to turn, bringing us closer and closer toward a blindingly radiant portal massive enough to engulf the bus full. Well, off to our next destination, I guess. Oh, right. Where are we headed next? Dante inquires about the next destination for Julius.
Ha! Now that's more like it. Been too bloody long since I heard that question.
Yeah, don't get too excited. When has an answer to that question ever led us anywhere that's not downright bizarre? Virgilius gave me a faint, knowing smile as though to confirm Ishmael's pessimistic remark, then delivered a comment that sounded too lighthearted for its gravity.
Downright bizarre, is it? Well, let me just say that it's high time we face such a sight. Our next destination is District 14.
Is that Encore?
In other words, Manager Dante, we are now en route.
Oh my... Okay, I did not just throw a water bottle at my desk, don't mind me. Oh.
So we are going there after all? N-Corp? Plenty of faces there I'd rather not see.
As the rest of the sinners voiced their various gripes and discontent with N-Corp, Ursel, who probably had the most amount of history with the wing, simply flipped open his newspaper like usual and began reading it with the same unchanging expression. As though for him, none of this changed anything. Now departing, vroom vroom. With that, the bus resumed its journey to yet another tale. That's it?
Yep.
Oh!
Bruh. Damn. I gotta wait like
months! Ah!
Okay. Thank you guys for watching.
Don't worry, we get the bot gag next week.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.